Hey guys, everyone present, everyone correct. I've got a brand new, another exclusive today, another video with scammers that I don't believe there's a video of on YouTube. It's the HMRC scammers. Now, HMRC is Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. I think I've got that right. Which is basically the UK tax people, and it's very similar to the IRS scam in the USA. But there are a few differences and a few similarities. The scammers also make a few mistakes because you can see that they're more used to dealing with American people than English people. I do apologize. I know some people get quite upset. I accidentally taught him the correct pronunciation of the letter Z. I didn't mean to do so. It just kind of slipped out because I was kind of annoyed with him. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to Mr. Pricky of Scambase Central, because without him helping me set up this software, I would never have been able to get these guys on the phone. He's got a really great channel dealing with 419 scammers. If you haven't checked him out, please do so. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Also did a very interesting interview with him a little while back, which I'll put a link to in the description as well if you'd like to see that. But yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Pricky. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible, and these guys I've been desperate to make a video with because you know, I'm a little bit obsessed with the IRS scam, so I very much wanted to see how they were running a similar scam in Britain. Now, I played this very straight because I wanted to just see it from start to finish and see how it panned out. So I'm sorry it's not kind of one of the funny videos that you used to. I'm actually going to upload it in two parts because I made a few phone calls to them afterwards, and I talked to one of the guys and I tried to get through to him at the end, but I think that's going to be in part two because it's just too long to upload. I'm also using new editing software that I'm not really used to because my phone is out of action, which I used to do all my editing on, and it had a really good editor on it. And I've just tried I tried to edit this video once already using the new software I've got, and I ended up like duplicating everything, and it was really annoying. So I do apologize for the lack of editing. There's not much bad language in this part one. In part two, it gets a lot worse, but there is a little bit of bad language at the end, just so you're aware. But I do hope you enjoy this and that it's informative and educational. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please remember to leave a like. Thanks for watching.
4201.
RA4201.
Yes. R as in Robert, A like an airplane.
Okay, yeah. So Alpha Romeo,
Okay.
A for Alpha
Yeah,
4201.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're
Correct.
an investigating officer with the HMRC.
Correct.
Okay.
And now I would like to give you the case number. Your case number is 892241761Z. Z like in zebra.
Oh, right. Sorry. One moment. My pen's just run out. I do apologize. I'll just type it on my computer here. Sorry.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Sorry.
Once
Could you
you're ready,
repeat that number to
okay.
me? Sorry. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Sorry. Could you give me the case number again, please?
Sure. It's 89224
89224.
1761. Z.
I'll just read that back to you.
Sure.
892241761.
Z. Z as in zebra.
Oh, Z. You mean?
Yes. After one.
Sorry, Mr. Harris. Are you American?
Sorry?
It's just. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered, but we pronounce that as Z in England, not Z.
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay, so it's
Okay,
89222411761 Z for Zulu.
Yes. As I told you Z, because before I told you Z, I thought that you don't understand. So I told you Z.
No, sorry. Yes, like I said, I'm just a little bit nervous. I've never been in trouble, any kind of trouble before, so do forgive me.
You can write down the warrant ID.
Okay.
It's P2, P like in paper.
Yep.
248.
248.
Dash 1965.
Dash 1965. Okay.
Can you read it back to me?
Yes, P for paper 248-1965.
Correct. So now before I proceed ahead, it's my job to notify you that this line are being recorded and monitored by the HMRC headquarters as well as by the Judicial Courthouse, even your local state authorities, the Attorney General Office, and I will highly appreciate you if you do not interrupt me in between while I'm speaking. I want you to listen to me very carefully. I promise I will give you fair enough chance to speak and raise your entrance question once I complete my part.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so here what happened, the HMRC have conducted a re-audit on your tax filing for the period in between 2010 till 2016.
Right.
And this is not particular 2 years that I'm talking for your last 6 years, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And when we completed this audit, we found out under Section 150 of the ITA, Income Tax Act, that you have inappropriately underpaid your taxes, and the amount of £3,994 have been underpaid by you. Now, it is claimed that it has been unpaid or it was a kind of miscalculation. Whenever you are filing your taxes, you should be very correct with the digits, because if a single digit gets mistake in your tax filing, then your whole calculation amount gets wrong. And in that case, it is counted as a miscalculation error. And in duration between those years, there was several errors in your taxes. And we have strong evidence that shows it is, well, I mean, it was not an innocent negligence, but we have a reason to believe that it was a willful act done with an intention to defraud the HMRC, because we tried to notify you twice with the written letter at the doorstep, but both the time you was not there at your home, as those were certified letters. We need your signature to deliver, as the letter can't be delivered as you was not there at your home. The letter bounced back
Right.
to us because if we left out those documentation without your signature, you might face identity theft problem, and we are not authorized for that. We are not responsible for that. As you was not responding for the yellow slip which was slapped at your doorstep, HMRC thought that you was trying to run away from the situation. You were
Right.
hiding yourself and you were trying to fraud with the government. So in this case, this is the only reason why there is a serious legal case against you has been filed to the courthouse regarding 4 serious allegations on your name. These serious allegations are: count number 1, violation of revenue tax regulation; count number 2, violation of HMRC taxation revenue code; count number 3, theft by deception; and count number 4, willful misrepresentation of information or tax evasion and tax avoidance to the government organization. So at this point of time, we have decided to forcefully recollect this amount from you by involving the HMRC code PSLA 2011/18 against you.
Right.
What this code means to you is HMRC will mark a lien on your official assets, even including your house, car, and all your known bank account will be frozen and confiscated starting today. It shall also be published in local media and local newspapers with your recent identity proof. Any existing payment plan with the HMRC shall be terminated under Section 30AF HMRC Code. In addition to recording criminal conviction, the courthouse may impose security bonds, community service order, fines, additional penalties, and for some offense, imprisonment sentence. Your passport, state ID, and your driving license will be seized, and they will also file a red flag notice under Section 11A. Now, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me before I sign up your case paper and forward it to the higher authorities.
Well, I mean, what do I do? Because I've never been in any kind of trouble before. I don't want anything against me. So what do I need to do?
First question I would like to ask you, why don't you respond for that yellow slip?
Well, I rent the lower apartment of a large house from an elderly couple, so sometimes I don't receive my mail. So it might have been that the slip was left upstairs and it never came to my post box downstairs. That's the only thing I could think of.
What
Otherwise,
do
I
you
don't
mean
know.
by
I never saw the slip.
you never get a slip?
No.
Are you serious that you never receive a slip?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I wouldn't lie.
Because the officer that was an HMRC officer of your local department who came physically at your doorstep to deliver those documentation. But as he was not present at your home, the officer he dropped a yellow slip at your doorstep, and the slip was to notify you to collect your documentation from your local post office. Until 3 days, your documentation was lying down inside your local post office, and after 3 days, the documentation was bounced back to us. It seems that you're trying to fraud with the government with an intention.
Well, no, no. Obviously, I would never do such a thing. I didn't know that anyone had come physically at my doorstep at all.
Okay, so I would like to ask you one more question. Have you ever faced any kind of criminal cases?
No, no, goodness me, no. I've never been in any. I mean, I got a speeding ticket once, but I paid that off immediately.
So have you ever get arrested
No,
for any purpose, like in the custody? Have
no,
you ever went to the custody for any purpose?
no, goodness me, no,
No?
no.
Listen, I want you to be very honest because you are in recorded line. And
Yeah.
now I'm going to check your records, your past records. If we found any of the records, you have any bad records, then you won't get any chance.
Yeah, no, no. I mean,
Straightly,
I wouldn't.
straightly, we
Oh,
will forward the police department. I mean, we will forward these papers to your police department and let this case handled by your local police department.
no, I've never been in other than the speeding ticket, but that was actually. I mean, that was 10 years ago that I got the speeding ticket.
10 years ago.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, that's all I got was a fine for that. I've got no kind of criminal record.
I'm just checking your records.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Smith, hello.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Smith, can you hold on for a moment? Let me just take all the records of your and just talk to my supervisor.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Smith, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for holding this line.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Smith, as I checked your records, yes, you have a good records, okay? And also I talked to my supervisor as well as with my senior officer. Okay, they just gave you an option. You will be having two options right now. You have to choose an option and you need to give me an answer. Right now, either you need to have a good solicitor for yourself who will be able to challenge the government and who will be able to represent you inside the court. I mean, you need to fight this case, or you need to resolve it by today itself in an
Right.
immediate basis. And let me explain you that. If you're willing to fight this case, you need to get a good solicitor who will be able to represent it inside the court. And if you win this case, you do not have to pay a single pound and nothing. But in case if you lose this case, the charges might be go up to 20 to 25,000 pounds
Oh
if you
gosh.
lose this case. And according to the section 101, each and everything, whatever you have under your name, it will be seized by the federal government.
Right.
And another option to you is that if you're willing to resolve this case outside of the courthouse, before we take this case inside the court, what you need to do, you need to do a quick payment to the government in an immediate basis in order to cancel your warrant and in order to cancel all the charges under your name which you have.
Right.
So my question is that what you were willing to do so that I can update this thing to my senior officer and also have a words with my senior officer.
Well, I'd certainly prefer to resolve this today if that's possible. I'd rather,
Okay.
I mean, I've never had to deal with a solicitor before, and I'd rather not
So you
do so.
don't have any problem to resolve this case in an immediate basis, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. In this case, what I'm going to do, I'm simply connecting this line to my senior officer, who is the authorized person to give you all the information to resolve this case.
Okay.
Is it okay that you talk to my senior officer?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I really appreciate your time and patience.
Okay, yes, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you for holding. This is the Senior Investigation Officer. My name is Robert Peel. Can I help you?
Hi, well, I was just speaking to your colleague, and he said that I could possibly resolve this matter today.
Can I ask who I'm talking to?
Yes, my name is John Smith.
Your name is John Smith.
Yes.
Hello, John. How are you doing?
Well, okay, obviously I'm a bit worried about this matter. I've never been in any kind of trouble before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, John, the thing is that right now there is no option for you to pay this back. Right now, we are about to proceed this case legally. In 20 minutes, I would have to sign the papers up and take it to court.
Oh, I thought your colleague said that I could resolve this today.
I'm not sure whether I can do it or not. I would have to speak to my senior officers to see if there's any possibilities that you can resolve this.
Oh, I thought you were the senior officer.
Yeah, I'm senior officer, but I would have to talk to my senior officers.
Right. Okay. Obviously, I don't really want to have to deal with this solicitor or anything. I'd far rather just try and resolve it today if possible. I don't want anything going on my record. It might affect my job.
Okay, if I convince the higher officers, do you have enough to cover the total amount?
Can you remind me what the full amount is?
It's £3,994.
Yeah, I'd have to get it from my savings account, but yes, I've got that.
You would have to get it out of your savings account, but you have it.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what I can do, sir. Can you give me your debit card number?
Yeah, hold on. Well, I mean, and if I give you my debit card number, this will be resolved today. It won't go any further.
Right.
Right, okay, yes, it's 54. Well, the money's not on my debit card, though.
But still, I would have to update that he's providing with the details, and we will go further.
Okay, it's and sorry, what was your name again?
My name is Robert Peel.
Robert Peel. Okay, it's 5402.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Peel's a massive cunt.
I know that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Robert, your number's about to go out online, and I'm going to make sure that your little HMRC scams get shut down as fast as I fucking know.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Remember to subscribe for more scam baiting, scam news, and taking the piss out of scammers. Follow @scammers on Twitter for the latest scam telephone numbers. Remember to protect yourselves and stay safe. Thanks for watching Rundies.